Hello dear traders, I am Marina Generalova, bringing you the economic calendar from ИнстаФорекс TV. The second half of the week is marked with the following macroeconomic events. Thus, on Thursday, the US Labor Department will unveil its unemployment claims for the previous week. According to experts, the indicator is likely to have come in at 321,000. In the prior week, there were 326,000 claims, plus 28,000 compared with the previous reading. However, the total number of people receiving unemployment benefits fell to pre-crisis levels, thus indicating overall improvement in the US labor market. In their turn, the Fed Chair Janet Yellen said labor market tensions still remain. Moreover, Germany is to release its April retail sales data. Retail sales are seen to have increased 0.4% on month and declined the same 0.4% on year. In March, the German retail sector decreased 0.7% from the previous month, thus coming in line with experts' anticipations. Compared with the same period last year, retail sales dropped 1.9%. On the other hand, German consumers seem to be more confident on the back of improving labor market situation and declining inflation. On the other hand, unrest in Ukraine threatens to undermine consumer confidence. Amid this, the indicator's dynamic is not stable. Meanwhile, Canada is to release its March GDP report. Canadian economy is projected to have grown 0.1% on a monthly basis. In February, Canada's GDP increased 0.2% from the prior month. February's growth rate matched analyst forecasts. From February 2013, the economy rose 2.6%. The driver for Canadian economic growth was the energy sector. In the meantime, a decline was registered in agricultural and forestry industries. Moreover, the following events might have impact on the currency's exchange rates. Thus, private capital expenditure data will be out in Australia. In the US, there will be GDP second release and pending home sales figures. On Friday, Japan will unveil its inflation data and industrial production. Also, the market participants are on the lookout for the US personal spending and income readings from the University of Michigan. That is all for this week. We will be back on Friday with another edition of our calendar, so stay tuned.